This morning I'm here at the shop. We're gonna start the video off a little bit different. The guys are already headed over to the job of the day. I'm gonna start off by getting these logs here loaded up into the GMC. All that pile on the other side is actually wood that we're keeping. This one has a bunch of knots, so I think it's better to just take it over to the dumping spot. The skid steer already has the grapple, so it shouldn't take us too long. Hopefully we will get that skid steer on. It's pretty cold outside, but usually starts right up. So the guys are actually maybe, I want to say 5 minutes away from the dumping spot, so that's why we're gonna load this up first so we could get that over with, and then we're gonna head over right to where they are. Got this first pile all loaded up. We're gonna go up there and check how much that truck has. If it's not completely full, there's a couple piles over there that are already separated. We'll load those up. All right, so not bad. We filled up basically all that back end. We can still get a couple logs back there. This front end is completely empty, so we still have a bunch of room. Let's move the truck over there a little bit closer and we'll start filling up this area here. We were able to pick up the small piles that were over here that all fit, but you can see my brother already made good progress over here. He actually got rid of a bunch of logs. We still have a bunch more to split, but he's made good progress. He has a bunch there all ready to go. Over there is already a bunch that's split. Right now he's taking the International over to where the sawmill is. See, this is all the leftover wood from the sawmill. Every time you cut a piece, you always have the end bark that you can't really use. We'll take this over to the dump, they'll actually figure out how to recycle this, so that's the best thing to do with it. This sawmill actually works really good. It leaves the wood nice and flat. You can see we have a bunch of planks there that are ready to go. This huge piece here could basically be made into anything. Let's set up the camera over here and let's try to knock out as much as we can of this pile. Load it right up into the International. Alright, so we finished up with the pile, got everything cleaned up. Still got to clean it up a little bit better, but it's going to be a mess in a couple days anyway, so. Made it over to where the guys are. We have the International all set up. They're actually chipping into that for now. The Freightliner went over to get dumped. It was completely filled with chips. You can see my brother on the MT100. He's filling up that GMC with logs. Gerardo just grabbed the other MT100. He's gonna start bringing logs over. In this area here, you guys might remember, this is actually the 100-acre farm. We have a bunch of trees along this fence line. Basically every single dead tree you see that's an ash tree is coming down. There's a bunch in that area there where the guys are. You can already see how many logs are there. That's gonna fill up that GMC pretty quick, and then we can start using this International once we get it dumped and the Freightliner comes back. I'll probably hop on the Mini, either one of them, either start loading up some logs or start picking up some branches. We'll see what we do. right, so we've made good progress. Freddie's been dropping a bunch of trees. We still have a bunch more to go. I already picked up a good amount of these branches. My brother just headed over with the GMC. He already completely filled it up, so he's taking it over to the dump. But we're just gonna continue here. I'm gonna start picking up logs, maybe taking them out. I'll start picking up these branches, those branches, that small pile there, a couple piles here. Start cleaning up this area. All right, so we've made good progress. We basically got all that grass area cleaned up. Most of the branches are already all chipped up. Brought a bunch of logs out. My brother made it back with the GMC, so he's gonna start loading up these logs. It's gonna take a while, so he can concentrate on that all day. Right now, Arturo's gonna disconnect the chipper for me. We're gonna head over and get this one dumped. We'll connect up the Freightliner so the guys can continue chipping, and we're just gonna keep moving along. Freddie and Berardo over there working on getting a couple trees dropped, and the rest of the guys are going to clean up the rest of the grass. Just before you saw us drop that final tree in the last clip, we were actually all concentrating on cleaning up all that grass. We basically got it all knocked out, so the guys are going to continue on that. My brother's going to worry about getting the logs loaded up so he can take the truck to get dumped, and Freddie and Berardo are going to continue dropping trees. Just making it here to the shop. Let me catch everyone up on what's going on. So I actually ended up getting stuck trying to make it out of the farm. It's a complete mess back there. I guess in the morning, since it was frozen, the trucks were able to make it onto the grass. Now that's a little bit warmer, right at the exit where the fence is, where you make it onto the road, it's a complete mess. They keep getting stuck. This one took us maybe, I want to say 30 to 40 minutes to even get it out. So what I'm doing right now is I made it over to the shop. I'm pretty sure behind this bucket truck we have all our plastic mats. I'm gonna grab all of them so I could take them back over to the farm. Hopefully we could place them all around that area that's wet, and then we should make it out with the rest of the trucks. It's already getting pretty late. We took really long getting this truck unstuck and getting it dumped, But I think the most important thing right now is to get the plastics, so when the guys finish up working, we can make it out with all the trucks. Because if this one got stuck, then the log truck's definitely gonna get stuck, and the other chip truck, once it's completely full with the chipper, is definitely gonna get stuck. So it's better for us to just get the plastics really quick. I'm gonna grab a couple rakes, everything like that, maybe grab a couple shovels in case we need them, and then we're gonna head right over back to the job so we can set up the plastics. And then once we're done there, we'll actually move the plastics out of the way, so overnight that area completely freezes up, and if we need the plastics, we'll be able to put them in there tomorrow or whenever we work there again. So right now I'm gonna get those doors open. I'll go grab the skid steer that we were using in the morning. We'll grab all the plastics, put them right into the International, toss a couple shovels, rakes, whatever we need, and we're gonna head back to the job. Luckily the grapple's already on there from when we picked up that mess earlier. Let me walk in here for a sec and show you guys. You can see we have all these posts ready to go over there to that big property so we could continue with that path. The guys are basically done with it. I haven't filmed it yet, but hopefully one of these days I'll be able to go over there and show you guys the finished product. But we still have a bunch more posts that we need to put, and then we still got to pass that rock. Made it back over to where the guys are. I'm gonna go grab a mini so I can unload these mats. You kind of see the guys right now, they're moving a couple logs, they're still chipping up stuff. Chip truck's almost full, so it's gonna take us a while to try to figure out how to get these trucks out of here. So let me grab a mini, we'll grab these mats and start setting them up down there. So we're all set for the day. The guys are just getting everything ready to go. We managed to get both trucks out, the chip truck and the dump truck. The guys are already headed over to get that dumped. We're just waiting on them to get back so we can head out. Now, first thing tomorrow morning, we're actually gonna bring some topsoil, seed, straw, make sure this complete area is nicely cleaned up. This driveway here, we got to bring a little bit of rock, seed, straw, same thing. The center area has a little bit of grass, but we got to make sure all of this is nicely cleaned up. So throughout the day, as it got warmer into the day, the grass has been getting wetter and wetter and wetter. By the time we noticed was when I was trying to bring the International out with the wood chips. The log truck was making it out no problem. When we brought the wood chip truck, we were trying to make it out and it got stuck. We made a complete mess, so we went and brought the plastics. By that time, it was just a complete mess. It was already way too wet, so we just decided to get the trucks out of here. We need to get the trucks empty to make sure they're all ready for tomorrow. And then tomorrow in the morning, we're just gonna come by and make sure this whole area is completely cleaned up. There was really nothing else we could do. At that point, when we tried to get the International out, it was already a complete mess. So we were gonna have to come by here and fix it up anyways. So we might as well get all the trucks out that we need, make sure they're all dumped for tomorrow, and then we'll just come back and make sure the grass is cleaned up. Hopefully the customer understands, completely understand if he'll be upset about it. You know, we did make a mess. We didn't try to do it on purpose, but obviously we should have known better. We should have brought plastics right from the morning, but we never thought that this grass was going to end up like this. It's been super cold these last couple weeks, but it isn't really an excuse. I'm not trying to make an excuse for ourselves or anything like that. It was our fault that we messed up the grass, so now we're going to put topsoil, seed, straw, make sure it's nicely cleaned up, speak with the customer, let him know exactly what's going on so he understands what the situation is. But there's no excuses being made, anything like that. We understand this shouldn't have happened right from the start, but it's not a super big deal. It's just a little bit of grass. We work with grass all the time. So just making it back home. It was another long day, especially with getting stuck, but we got everything out and we got a good amount of work done. So I want to thank anybody who took their time out of the day to watch the video. Any questions, any comments, any tips for me, leave them down below. Catch you guys next time.